Thank you. Now, when researching this, what was different than the other books? Like what, because How Not to Die and How Not to Age, it's a little bit similar because isn't the way not to age just not to die?
Well, they are certainly linked. I mean, since no one really dies of old age, they die of disease. So there's a 32,000 consecutive autopsies. And in every single case, 100% of cases, centenarians, when actually, even though they appeared perfectly healthy before they died, their physicians thought they were healthy, and they apparently died of old age on autopsy. In every single one of cases, they die from disease, most commonly heart disease, just like everybody else. And so wait a second, if death is from disease, and why wasn't How Not to Die all the anti-aging book anybody needs? Well, it's because aging itself is a risk factor for many of our killer diseases, like dementia, and heart disease and cancer, such that even if all cancer was cured tomorrow, the average life expectancy in the United States would only go up 3 years. Why? Because if you don't die of one age-related disease, you'll just die of another. The only reason you die from cancer is because you were going to have a heart attack a year later, but you just happened to die of the cancer earlier. And so instead of kind of playing whack-a-mole between the different diseases, if we could actually slow down the aging process, we may be able to lower the risk of all these age-related diseases kind of across the board. And so that's really what I was excited about. And so I spend the whole book kind of coming up with this optimal anti-aging regimen, kind of similar to what I did with the kind of optimal weight loss regimen for How Not to Diet. And then at the end, it's like, well, let's see if this actually pans out by looking at the literature. And along comes this study. Remember the study out of New Zealand, which showed the greatest weight loss ever recorded in the peer-reviewed medical literature at 6 and 12 months compared to any other intervention that didn't, similarly restrict calories or enforce exercise. What was this magic diet? Whole food plant-based diet, right? And so it was like the proof was in the pudding. Theoretically, it made sense. And then when you put it to the test in a randomized controlled trial, it worked. Same thing with How Not to Age. In fact, this new study was so new that it didn't even make it into the book. I spend the whole book talking about this anti-aging regimen. So whole food plant-based diet is really the best way. But there was not the study to really kind of nail it down. So it was like, well, look, this is the best evidence we have until August this last year. The book was already in print. We have this massive study showing that those who eat more plant-based, more center their diets around more healthy plant foods, actually age at a slower rate. And to prove cause and effect, randomized controlled trial, women randomized to either a plant-based diet or exercise or neither. And though the exercise did not actually slow aging, exercise alone, the plant-based diet did. And so it's so nice to see it actually pan out, but certainly was no surprise.